So for you graduating seniors, you might be wondering in this crazy time, if you haven't found a job yet, what do you need to do? What are some of the things you can be doing right now to help yourself find a job? And while you're still on campus, what other things can you do? We're going to talk about some of the things you're probably already doing and some of the things you should be doing to take advantage while you're still on campus in this episode of How Hiring Happens. I'm Alan Fleur, a working recruiter, and we talk about STEM, especially construction examples. Today, for those of you watching the video, this is the other side of the Caltech Science Center that's going up, and for social distancing, got to be a little bit farther away. So if you're on campus, some of the things you're probably already doing while you're looking for a job is you're applying to jobs, which is great, and you're probably looking for jobs on Indeed, LinkedIn, maybe Glassdoor, and some other ones. You should continue to do that. One of the other things, if you haven't done it already, is you should be using the job alerts and the job alerts on Indeed, Glassdoor, LinkedIn, etc. Let them feed you. Now that's going to do a couple of things. Obviously, first, it's going to show you the jobs that you want to apply for. Now the other thing it's going to show you is over a period of weeks, you might start to see similar company names. They're hiring more. That might be an interesting opportunity for you. So those are a couple of things you should and probably are already doing. Also, when you're applying for jobs, make sure your resume is in good shape. We'll cover that in another episode. Now, some of the things you should be doing on campus while you're still there is you should be going to your career center. And if your university is big enough and you have a specific career center for your engineering major, you should be going there. They're a great resource typically to help you, guide you, maybe get you some additional company names. Another thing you can do is ask them who attended the last couple of career fairs. They should have that list. And if you can get a hold of that list and look at a number of career fairs, you're going to see the companies that show up often. That's a good indication that your school is really liked by that university. I and my company, we go to about 12 to 14 schools in the Southern California area twice a year for job fairs, including info sessions and other events. So those are schools we have a relationship with and we really like hiring students out of. Now the other thing you should do, if they're still coming up, is, and I've seen this on a number of campuses that I track, is there are still information sessions happening. Virtually, of course, but they're still happening. You should sign up for as many of those that are relevant to your major and your interests as possible. That's going to be an opportunity for you to see someone like me from the company, a hiring manager from the company, talk about the company, and at the end, there's always a Q&A portion. You're going to get the chance to talk to them or Q&A with them through messaging. Now, if it's somebody that's not a company representative at a virtual meeting, you should still attend. You should do this for networking reasons, because the person that's presenting, while they might not be in your specific major, they might have a network that might potentially benefit you. For example, with myself, currently I am in the commercial construction industry as a director of recruiting. When I go do mock interviews, one of the things in my past experience is high tech. I have a number of friends that are senior level recruiters at Google, Microsoft, Amazon, on and on. And for students that I've mock interviewed that were software engineers, I've been able to refer them there. You never know where that connection is going to come from. The other thing you should do is make sure you are on LinkedIn and use some of the LinkedIn help files to make sure your profile is built out really well. That's another thing. One of the things that drives us recruiters crazy is when we get Joe Smith's resume and he's gone to school X, he's majored in Y, engineering, and we just want to do a quick search. It's common. And we don't see you. Well, not that that's necessarily bad, but it's kind of a couple of little extra bonus points for doing that. So some of the things you should do right now on campus, if you're graduating right now, is in May, June, maybe July, is all the events you can possibly attend them for the information and potentially to network with some other people. Number 2, utilize your career center. They're there for you. Your tuition is paying for it. Additionally, your tuition, even though those info sessions and meet the companies, you don't have to pay for, in a sense you have. Your tuition is partially covering that career center or that engineering department's budget, and take advantage of it. It's something you're kind of paying for anyway. Also, keep applying for jobs. On LinkedIn, the other thing you should do is start connecting with your classmates, connect with your professors, connect with the career center people. Those are good networks to start connecting with and growing with. If you have met someone like me at a career event and we haven't connected on LinkedIn, take this opportunity to connect with me. I'll accept. I might remember you. If it was at a career fair, I have your resume and I'm gonna look it up really quick. So, those are a couple pieces of advice and things you can do today and now to help you get towards finding your job. In the next episode, we're going to talk about your resume. We're going to talk about some of the questions you should be prepared for. Have a good day. I'm Alan Fleur, and this is How Hiring Happens.